This is a message. Do not be scared to ask questions. They want to squeeze every little drop from you. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you have not subscribed, please do so. If this is your first time, my name is Marcy Darponi, and I hope you like what you see. Okay, so this is a message. Well, this is a message for anybody, but I want to particularly talk about people who work in Nigeria, people who work in the creative industry, young people, young girls and boys, because, you know, pay is not great. So when you get a chance to do certain things, a lot of the time you need the funds and all that kind of stuff. We tend to just jump on things without reading through the fine print. Okay, so for me, I want to just tell you about the experience I literally had a couple of days ago. What is this stuff that's in here? Anyway, I want to implore you to not let your yearning and your zeal to be seen let you shortchange yourself, because it's so easy to do that. And I know, you know, when money is hard to come by, it's easier to say, but it's just like a slight warning, because it's something it's concerning for me. Anyway, when you're asked by an agency or a company or whatever to do something, some interaction, or to use you as an influencer or whatever, and they give you a contract, even if you can't afford a lawyer, you don't have a lawyer friend, please read it. Especially when it's lengthy and they're using all this jargon or whatever. Please read it, show someone, but please read it and please rip that contract apart. Not as in rip it apart and say, I beg, nonsense. Like go through it with a fine-tooth comb and look at it and pick out things that do not make sense to you. Ask for an explanation and ask why this is there or whatever. Now, I say that to say this. So I was contacted recently by an agency. Lady is absolutely lovely. So this video has got nothing to do with her per se, in the sense of her being a nice person, because I cannot speak to what happened. So they got in touch with me to do some influencer stuff. They wanted me to post some stuff on Instagram, right? And everyone always comes to you and say, look, I've been in this business. I've been in the business in Nigeria. I was in the business abroad before that. So I've been in business for a long time, but it's been 10 years, right? So it's not my first rodeo. I understand how everything goes. They come at you and they say, and we don't have enough money. We don't have much money. No, it's not this. No. Story. No problem. There's money, right? So they say that this is the thing and this is what they want to pay, or this is what they wanted to pay initially, and of course it's something really low which I would not even listen to, and then they say, oh, but we're thinking we're going to do this. And I said, okay, well, I was aiming for this, so please can you go back and tell your client that I will get for me to do a video for this or whatever and a post, I charge this. So obviously they come back with the same thing that they said that they were going to pay. You know, like, oh, we can't do this, but we can do this, but it's, you know. So it was pretty much close, very close to what I'd initially asked for, what I was going to ask for. So I said, okay, fine, no problem. And I said, what is it? And they told me it'd be 2 posts or whatever. So I said, okay, cool, no problem. So they send over the info, and I'm like, okay, please just send over the information so I can make a decision. And I said, no, you must do this for me, And what happens is that you have conversation with these people who are amiable and all that kind of stuff, but do not get railroaded by someone being cool, because everybody is looking after their own best interests. They want to bag you for a reason, but they might not necessarily want to pay out, or they might want you to do more than they're saying. So anyway, they send me all the information and all that kind of stuff. So I read the contract and I read the brief. And the brief and the contract are completely different to... Okay, not completely different. It's just a lot more than what we discussed. So obviously I don't want to jump the gun. So I email back and I say, okay, the brief is saying but we agreed on this and this. And also I've gone through the contract and we didn't agree on this. All right. And I email back. Then I get a response saying, oh, no, then I get a response saying that it's supposed to be that the different influencers and different people doing different things. So you're going to be doing this, and this is the contract. Please sign and please do it. And then the emails are like basically, okay. So I've explained this now. So come on, sign the contract and blah blah blah. Now at that point, don't just be thinking, hey, I've already gone back once to read the contract. Don't let me not step on anyone's toes. Let me just sign this thing and whatever. Because what will happen is that you will sign the contract. You will do what I want you to do. Then they'll now say, oh, you need to do this. And you say, oh, but we didn't discuss that. And then you'll go back and read the contract and now see that, oh, you've signed a contract that is vague or basically means they can tell you to do whatever. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, I get sent a contract again with the amendments and the brief, which still has different things. But the brief is not my issue because you state in the contract what you want me to do and then we can have a discussion about the contract, you know? So I read the contract and most of the stuff was taken out, but then there were still 2 points that we had not agreed on and some other stuff. And I said, okay, I'm just a little bit confused because your last email said 3 posts, but you've said 2 posts. Now you're saying 2 posts. So is it 3? Is it 2? What is it? And the contract is fine apart from these 2 pointers, which we have not discussed. When is payment going to be made? Blah, blah, blah. You are well within your... Somebody wants to use you for something and he's used you. It's that simple. And you are going to use them and make your money. But you are well within your rights to ask questions. And what I find a lot of the time is that when you do that, you are deemed as difficult or they just ghost you. So that's basically what happened. I did that. I sent it back and I said, I look forward to hearing back from you. Let me know when you're done and then I'm ready to sign the contract. Boom. I have not heard anything. And I did not do anything wrong. All I did was respond again to another contract, to your amended contract. But there are still some things that I brought up initially. There was still a problem in the contract. So I'm not an idiot. I'm not going to just sign it and be like, because really the money you are giving me, how much is it? You know, I mean, if it's life-changing for some people, then fine, fair enough. But I'm just saying this and I'm telling this story so that whoever is here and you're listening and you're watching, just bear that in mind. Do not be scared to ask questions. I am sorry. Do not be scared to ask questions. Someone gives you a contract, highlight it. Bits you do not understand. Do not be afraid to say, this does not make sense. Or when we spoke about this, we didn't negotiate this. So why is this in my contract? Because the thing is, they want to squeeze every little drop from you. That's what they want to do. So now the person has disappeared. Why have you disappeared? Because what? I'm difficult because I asked you questions about a contract? I don't know why they've disappeared. Or maybe they just don't want to use me again. It's fine. I mean, I don't really look at myself as an influencer like that, if I'm going to be honest. Like, you know, child, I'm trying to build my empire and just do my own thing. And, you know, I'm like making movies. So... you know, it's great to have spare cash, but I'm like in making investments. So for me, it's not tricking me like that. But I'm just saying that it's just something that just started weighing on my heart when this happened. Because the thing is, the first time I sent the email and I didn't hear back, I was like, I bet these people are going to ghost me. I was like, they're not going to respond because they're going to be like, oh, this woman is too difficult. But the thing is, you wanted to use me for a reason, for that brand. So don't you think I'm going to go through something with a fine-tooth comb? Like, you're not dealing with a stupid person. So please, what I'm saying is just pick the contract apart. Don't be afraid to ask questions. And don't be afraid to know your rights. You're well within your rights. It's still a negotiation. You haven't agreed anything. You know what I'm saying? So that's it. I hope this helps. I hope this helps someone. And yeah, put your comments down below as if anything's happened to you where you were doing some work and you got bamboozled into doing something you didn't think you were going to do and all that kind of stuff. I mean, you see it all the time with all these musicians and record labels and them saying, no, they didn't read something. They now signed it. Then years later, them and the record label are fighting. You can't release music. You can't do this. You can't do that. This is to save you from all that bollocks, basically. All right. That's it for today. I feel like I've just been talking a lot today, man. My hair is still not done. Yes, that's why I've still got this head wrap on my head. Okay. So yeah, whatever. I will speak to you later.